Hello guys, come to the first weekly trade buying up analysis. Um I'll be sharing my thing for the week, things I do before I uh, execute the trade for the week. So this today we'll be looking at the the oil market because of the crisis that has been happening globally, and we'll be looking at uh, uh, the gold market also to see what's coming up for next week. So first of all, the first routine I always do, I always look out for the first fundamentals that are coming out, or let's say I look out for the fundamental data or the news that are coming out for the next week or the week coming up. So we are expecting. I mean, I feel like this week will be a busy week due to a lot of that will be happening by Monday. Um, I feel like Israel, speaking to you right now, I feel like Israel should be attacking Iran anytime from now. They give Iran 48 hours, so they could they could maybe attack Iran anytime soon. So, nevertheless, first thing first, I go into my forexfactory.com to look at the economic calendar. That's my first routine for the week. So this is the first thing I do in the week before the first thing I do once I open my trading screen. Before I look at the um the charts in a week, first of all, I go straight to the economic calendar to look at the economic calendar, the news that are coming out for the week. So we have Sunday, which is October 6th. The Australia dollar having bank holiday, so the Sunday market will be so quiet. Operation Monday, which is 7th, we'll be having the oil Australia dollar by 1 a.m. MI inflation. All these are not really important to me. So what I just quickly do is I filter. I do filter on. I do a filter to remove the news that are not really valid. So you can actually go to www.forexfactory.com to get your economic calendar. So I always look at the high impact news, the mid impact news. I don't focus on the low, anyone that will not have effect on the market. The currencies, I take the 7 major. Why I'm putting the Chinese yen is because it's also have like a little volume. That currency has a volume, so I take it as 8. But precisely, I filter most of the currencies and I have it as 8. AD, CAD, Swiss franc, the CNA, NY, which is China yen, the euro, the Great Britain pounds, the Japanese yen, the New Zealand dollar, and all. So I'll just have to click on apply filter. So it just made it easier for me to interpret the economic calendar and what's high impact news I'm expecting and mid impact news I'm expecting. So on Monday we don't have any news coming out on the economic calendar. So I often don't trade Mondays because of we don't have mid or high impact news. Tuesday we only have Australia dollar by 1:30 a.m. Nigeria time. and it's on the monetary policy meeting minutes. Well, it's gonna have like a little effect on the Australia dollar, but not as much effect if it's gonna be a high impact news. On Wednesday, we'll be seeing high impact news on the New Zealand dollar, official cash rates. We'll be looking at 3:30 p.m. the crude oil inventories. We'll be looking at 7 p.m. FOMC minute meetings. The FOMC meeting minutes does not really have that much impact, much like volatility, but it also has some impact. So I'll be trading the New Zealand USD by 2 a.m. or New Zealand JPY by 2 a.m. during Wednesday. So on Thursday we have the Chinese yen, which is CNY, the new loans. We're looking at core CPI by 1:30 p.m. I'm anticipating that the dollar could actually still gain more strength, but let's see. It's based on what price actually prints in the US. This news 3:30 p.m. Crude oil inventories would give me an insight to what I should be expecting on the consumer price index. So today, this week, on Thursday, we're expecting I'll be streaming by 1 p.m. on Thursday on the Trade Minds Up YouTube channel. I'll be streaming the 1:30 p.m. news, which I always did. I streamed NFP on last week Friday. Well, it didn't play out in our direction. So Friday 11th, which is the end of the week, we'll be looking at still high impact news on 7 a.m. The GDP of Great Britain pounds. We're looking at 1:30. There are news there coming out. The PPI, the unemployment rate, also unemployment claims. So we're looking at the unemployment change on card, um, unemployment rate on card. So one thing I want to say is the PPI, all this, if the data of the CPI always comes out, the PPI also mimics, or let's say follows suit when the CPI data comes out. So sometimes if I'm confused of what to trade on the CPI, sometimes I just pause to trade on the PPI. So guys, this is what we have on our economic calendar for this week. So knowing this is what we would use in framing times to take our trade. So what time am I expecting this certain news? And then I focus on that specific time, and that's when I will actually execute. So knowing I keep this always at the side of my at the side, just to make some references in terms of when I'm doing my technical analysis and all. So it's really does not really but I'm to start looking at one by one. I just keep always during the week. So I'll be looking at what will be coming out at the actual and all. So Wednesday is for this week. I'll be more active on Wednesday 2 a.m. More active on Wednesday. I'll be trading more on Tuesday. Tuesday. I'm trading Monday and Tuesday. So it's an ad that popped up. All right, so I'm going to tradingview.com, tradingview.com, having a low network. Having low network. Okay, then need to repeat that filter. So, so have it at the right hand side on my second on this economic calendar. On Friday, the gold was this of the price is one of the things I don't like seeing on the gold creating a zigzag price movement. I don't often like when the gold makes this certain movement. This is what I'll be focusing on the gold. I'll be looking at the range chart. Like I said, I'll focus on it. And one good thing about it is that it always be even on shares and also in London, there's also active on New York. So that's one thing I love about the gold. I'll be using the daily for my technical analysis. The daily for my technical analysis for this week. So here already I predicted a buy from a BPL point or a volume imbalance point. So already the gold has utilized that point. So this week, I'll be looking at the gold to create a new high, but with what is happening here, these three candlesticks, it's more like giving us a doji candlesticks. We have the hanging man in there, also the candlestick, the hanging man, and the doji. It means this buy is looking like it's exhausted. So we should be expecting maybe a little retracement downwards. It might not be a big deep retracement, but I'll be expecting the gold to have a retracement downwards by maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Depending. So I don't know yet. Um so this is what I'm expecting the gold market to drop into. So I'm expecting the gold to drop to this fair value gap in here. So there's a space for gold to drop into. Now, what's fair value gap? I would explain it with layman. Of it's a gap in price that it's yet to be filled. Because okay, let me explain this. If you look at this market, this is why you have your retracement and your impulse movement. Anytime we have the market creates green candlesticks, like just like you see in there, it always have red candlesticks later on. Now, the market has to balance between 50-50. So it has to have 50% buys and 50% sells. And even if it's creating highs and what? Higher highs, if it's a bullish trend and maybe a higher low, it's definitely going to have a retracement to balance the full green candlestick. So when it's having a retracement, these red candlesticks will go back to its initial range and then it's balanced. So it has balance between buy and sells. And then we have the next leg. So we have another one here that this green candlestick is not balanced. Let me take this off. So there's another point in price on the gold that is yet to be balanced. Give me a sec. If you look at this red candlesticks did not come back to tap into this plus red candlesticks, which is the bearish candlestick. It means there's still an imbalance point in here in gold, but I don't see the gold having that much sells down to this point. I don't see the gold having much sells down to this point. But if it does this, then I would also be buying from this point. So my eyes on the fair value gap in here from 2614.53 to 94.35. And notice there's this red candlestick in here. So once it comes into to fill in this bullish candlestick with balance between sells and buys in this daily range. From this daily range to this high, we have not balanced this other sells. I think this has actually been balanced. This will be a balanced price where this will give us a high probability. But if this fails on my buying prediction, I'll be looking forward for the downside to buy the gold by next week. Like I said, I won't be trading this market by I won't be trading this market by Monday. More refined analysis will be done and it will be sent later on. So for time's sake, I will just give us what I'm actually looking at. It's just okay where gold will actually reach out to, and that's just what I'm looking at in this video. So it's like a weekly commentary. You're seeing the first hand analysis. So the point here is the down point. So for familiar with trading view, the red part you see, or the orange part is where my stop loss will be. So at the end is where I'll be placing my stop loss. The beginning point, so you can make the analysis on the daily time frame. So the beginning point is the entry, my entry, and then the end here, I'm looking at it to create new higher high. So I'm looking at the gold market to drop to fill in the fair value gap, and then we continue high. So that's the gold analysis for this week. What I'm expecting. I'm to the US oil. While I'm looking at this market, I don't often trade it, but I also would be looking at this market this week. And why is because this there's a whole lot of turmoil because of the Middle East war, and gold and oil will be on the bullish run till let's say when till when the war actually subsides. So looking at this, we can actually see that in the daily, because okay, this is where I will do a lot of breakdown analysis to the gold. So I want to see, for people who are familiar with order block, if you don't know what order block is, you'll be seeing the content of order block later on in our YouTube channel. So you need to actually pay attention to this channel. Was this after this video, if you watch this video to the end, or you at this point listening to me. So this is an order block where the gold ran into. A lot of people will be selling the gold in here. I want to see already there's a sharp rejection by Friday. This is Friday's candlestick. But then this market signature is just like what I told you guys about the gold and balance and imbalance and fair value gap. If you look at this market, we've gotten the markets having a balance between the buys and the sells are now 50-50. So this range in price is this buy range to the sell range is balanced. Now we're looking at the next point we're looking at is from this point to where the current price is on the gold. It's not balanced in the sense that we didn't get the market running to this. Oh, it did. This specific candlestick was balanced. It was balanced. That's what I said. I would, if it's not balanced, then I would. It's balanced. It's balanced. this specific candlestick, this certain daily candlestick went back. Look at his week, so he came back as a retracement to balance this. We'll be looking at this because this does not have much body. This is where the full cells were. So we've gotten one leg, two leg. So the next point of imbalance is this green candlestick that we're seeing in here. So let's quickly go into to see if the gold will be, I said the gold, the oil, we're looking forward to run to this certain point. Notice all price levels I'm actually calling out, and I will do before the next week. I will do a review how this whole stuff played. No editing. I'll upload the video as raw as the video is for you guys to see that the certain levels I'm actually calling and the certain levels that will play out. So this is the daily, and let's quickly to have more better understanding of the 2 hours. I should have talked about 4 hours, but for time I want to actually shorten the video. So if you look at what I was actually talking about, the gold, sorry, I always make the mistake calling it the gold. Looking at bullish because we are now creating higher high, higher low, higher high, and all. So we're creating new highs. So we're looking at the market to actually have a retracement back to the point it has not been balanced. So, like I told you, this place in here on the daily was balanced. You can see that red candlestick came as a retracement. So we balanced it and now we created a new leg. Now there is an area inside here. So let me really take this off for us to see some. There's an area in here, and if you look at this candlestick stuff, it's looking like it wants to have retracements. It wants to have retracements. So this is a fair value gap. This piece in here is a fair value gap because we have not had sells to what to balance between what buys. So this area in price where you have this sell is insufficient, and there's a little space in this specific candlestick that price needs to come in to fill in to have 50% buys and 50% sells to create the next price swing leg. So take off what I'm actually showing you. So this is fair value gap on the oil. I'm still looking at oil to be bullish. So I'm buying the oil when as soon as it gets to this point, I'll be buying the oil, placing my stop loss below here. And my take profit should be at this highest point, depending if the conflict will be over by then or this fair value gap that I was actually setting the gold to reach into. So that's fair value gap. So that's what I'm looking at. So that's what I'm looking at. So alright guys, so if you find this video insightful, please do well to share and also tell people to subscribe. You can actually have these top-notch and notch analysis that I'm putting out here or I'll be putting out here every week on different pairs, on things that actually happen fundamentally. And I will definitely sometimes break down the fundamentals for you guys to understand and what we can be expecting. This could actually give you fortune. This could give you fortune. I mean millions. So all right guys, so if you have any questions also you can leave it on the comment sections on some certain words. I didn't really do a technical analysis because of time, but the next deep down technical analysis because of time, but the next one I will definitely break down the charts to your own understanding. And remember, all the certain terms will be explained in here on the YouTube channel. All right, guys. So see you guys when I want to see you next week. Make sure you do well to subscribe when you watch this video, and also share this video to your friend, and also make sure you invite someone to come to the channel to actually subscribe. See you guys, like I said, next week for the next review and also commentaries on the charts or weekly analysis on maybe some certain pairs. Maybe we can do gold, Euro USD, GBP USD, and you will see a raw analysis and explanation to why I'm seeing these certain key levels, and you can actually frame a trade idea for that week. So see you guys, like I said, next week Sunday.